Anna's good day. Today we are going to look at another aspect we did not look at in our previous class. In our last class, if you remember, we looked at the naming of bases, the naming of acids, and in acids we talked about the hydroelementic acid and the oxy acids. We also looked at the naming of binary ionic compounds, what we refer to as nonmetals that combine with metals with not the case where metals form salts and crystals with nonmetals in an ionic compound. Now today I want us to look at compounds, the naming of binary compounds that are made of two nonmetals, and what are the rules to follow when naming binary compounds of nonmetals. Number one is that the element in the formula is named first and the full name of the element is used. Number two is that the second element is named as though it were an anion when we were looking at the case of ionic compounds. Remember what we said about the anions in ionic compound naming. We said that the mental name remains as it is in the periodic table, of which we are saying will be the same case for nonmetals. And the second element, which we were calling as the anion, is what we add the suffix IDE. In the case of nonmetals, we will also add the suffix IDE, as was the case in ionic compounds. Rule number 3 is that prefixes are used to denote the numbers of atoms present. For example, if there are 2, you use di. If there are 3, you use tri. The last rule is that the prefix mono is never used for naming the first element. For instance, if we have a combination of carbon and oxygen, it forms what we call as carbon dioxide. Remember, carbon is only one. We could have said monocarbon dioxide, but the prefix mono is never used. Instead, we use only the first element that is in singular form, but for the other elements on the set we use di or tri, what we are calling as prefixes. Let us look at case examples so that we can understand. Look at the case of carbon combined with oxygen to form carbon dioxide. The case of phosphorus with 3 chloride atoms to form phosphorus trichloride. Look at the prefix IDE, that just as was the case in ionic compounds. Well, the case of nitrogen and oxygen to form dinitrogen. Remember the nitrogens are 2, dinitrogen pentoxide. The oxides are 5. In the case of carbon, 1 carbon atom and 1 oxygen atom to form carbon monoxide. Remember we said for the first element we cannot use the word mono even if it is single. The same case for carbon and 4 chloride atoms to form carbon tetrachloride. The same for carbon and 2 sulfur atoms to form carbon disulfide. Then we look at more examples and see how do we name the various prefixes. We have seen the mono, the di, the tri. If it is 1, it is mono. If it is 2, it is di. If it is 3, it is tri. 4, tetra. 5, penta. 6, hexa. 7, hepta, and 8, octa. You can look at all these others up to 20. However, the number 1 to number 8 are the most common in the various molecular compounds we have at your level of basic chemistry. So, when you look at binary covalent compounds, such as carbon dioxide, sulfur, hexafluoride, look at the word hexa and the addition of IDE at the end, dinitrogen tetraoxide. In your free time, you can try to name this compound. It is made of selenium and 2 oxygen atoms. You can try to guess what is its name and you can justify how or why. Please try to do practice with the following compounds and try to name them, and you justify why they are named as so.